So when you write books, do you write them more for other people like our generation, or is it more of a personal thing, or is it kind of both?
When I'm actually in the writing process, really up until like the last 2 drafts, I'm just writing for me. Because for me, if I thought about audience at that point, I would be paralyzed with indecision. In the last couple of drafts, that's when I'm really paying attention to things like language. You know, do I have vivid language? Is my use of metaphor and image systems consistent? Have I tied, I'm like really technical craft pieces of writing, and the other added piece in those late stages of revision is my audience. And I'm particularly thinking about 15, 16, 17-year-olds, have I described things in a way that you'll understand? Because often one of the mistakes I make in my early drafts, but it's just my process, is I describe things that I understand, right? But we're from very different generations, so we have different contexts and different understanding of how the world works. So I'll make changes towards the end that I hope will work for you. Yes? How did speaking? That was kind of fun. I mean, I never had any communication with the movie world at all. Somebody liked the book, wanted to make it into a movie. I got $32,000. Told the other group, I walked in and bought a new car for cash. Everybody should be able to do that once in their life. It was amazing. And then I told them I had to sell the car a couple years later because the gas mileage was so bad. But I looked good in that car. I looked really good in that car. But so I got a little bit of money out of it. That was nice. The people who adapted the book were very nice, which is rare in Hollywood. They gave me the opportunity to work with them on the screenplay, which I turned down because at that point I was working on another novel. I still didn't have much confidence in my ability as a writer, and I really wanted to focus on learning how to write novels better. And I was afraid that if I took the time and worked on a screenplay, that it would mess me up. So I said no, thank you. And then I was invited to go out where they were filming. They filmed it in Columbus, Ohio, and I took my oldest kid with me, and that was super fun. Actually, when we walked into this high school, it was an old, beat-up high school. I felt so bad for the kids who had to go there. And walking in that first day and seeing the set, you know, they turned one of the corridors into a set, and I watched a small scene where Kirsten Stewart comes in and the mean teacher yells at her. It took my breath away because it was like somebody, imagine like your imagination's like a theme park in your head. Somebody had made that theme park real. And it was just, I teared up. It was very moving. I thought they did a good job. They changed the ending of the movie, and they made her turn to her mom instead of the teacher because Showtime dictated that change. If the producer hadn't made that change, Showtime wasn't going to give her the money for the movie. And I didn't like that, but there was no choice. The movie was made on a very, very small budget. That's also a really important thing to note, especially if you're interested in film. They made the movie in 2002, I think it was, for $1 million. Most of the actors who worked in that movie worked for free. Kristen Stewart, who was the lead actress, she got to stay at the Holiday Inn. The rest of us were staying in dorms at Ohio State University because they were just saving money wherever they could. They made it with one camera and one microphone. Yeah, so it was bare bones movie making. If you get to see, if you get a chance, get the DVD of the movie because there's a director's cut version. And they had Jessica Schartzer, the director, and myself. You hear our voices going over so you can hear the choices that she made as a director and my feedback as an author about different scenes that were picked out and things that were left out of the movie that were in the book.